Welcome back to AutoZone, the place where real car lovers get the real story behind the world's most impressive machines. And today, we're diving into something truly special, something you don't see every day, or even every year. This is the 2026 Toyota Century SUV, a vehicle that doesn't just raise the bar for luxury, but quietly lifts it into an entirely different universe. If you think you know what luxury means, stay with us, because the Century SUV is about to redefine it in a way only Toyota could. The Toyota Century name has always carried an aura of exclusivity. For decades, the Century sedan was Japan's understated answer to Rolls-Royce, a car reserved for prime ministers, CEOs, and the most influential figures in society. It wasn't flashy, it wasn't loud, and it didn't need to be. It became legendary simply by doing everything with quiet perfection. But now, Toyota has taken the Century into new territory. They've transformed it into a full-fledged ultra-luxury brand and brought us the Century SUV. And let me tell you, this thing is something else entirely. The moment you see the 2026 Century SUV, you know it wasn't designed by the same team that builds the everyday Toyota lineup. Sure, it wears the Toyota badge in spirit, but this is a machine created to stand above even Lexus. The shape is bold but elegant, tall but balanced, and stately without ever trying too hard. It has that rare design presence where the lines are simple, the proportions are clean, and yet the whole thing radiates prestige. You don't look at the Century SUV and think luxury SUV. You look at it and think this must belong to someone important. The front grille is enormous but tasteful, framed by carefully sculpted LED lights that add modern elegance without breaking the Century's signature minimalism. There's no attempt to look sporty, no exaggerated vents or fake aggression. Toyota made this SUV with one purpose: respect. It looks like a vehicle built to glide down VIP lanes, not blast around racetracks. Every surface, every angle, every texture feels intentionally calm, like the designers wanted the exterior of the car to set the tone for the luxury inside. And trust me, once you step inside, that tone becomes an entire experience. The interior of the 2026 Century SUV is not just premium, it's a sanctuary. Toyota has always emphasized craftsmanship, but with the Century brand, they go far beyond what you'd expect. The moment the door closes, the outside world disappears. This cabin is whisper quiet thanks to heavy insulation, engineered window layers, and perfected sealing. Even in busy city traffic, it feels like you're floating through silence. The materials are absolutely top tier. We're talking hand-stitched leather, solid wood trim, soft touch fabrics that feel like they came out of a luxury home, and metallic accents that are subtle, not flashy. Everything feels like it was made by a person, not a machine. And that's because it often is. Toyota's Century factory uses highly skilled artisans who inspect, polish, align, and adjust every component instead of relying purely on automation. When you sit inside, you can feel that difference. The rear seats are the true heart of the Century SUV. This car is designed for people who are driven, not for people who want to drive. The two rear captain's chairs recline almost fully, and the footrests extend like something out of a first-class airline cabin. You can stretch, relax, or even nap while the car quietly moves through traffic. There are controls for everything: seat position, massage functions, temperature, entertainment, privacy settings, and lighting. A large center console integrates screens, storage areas, cup holders, and even space for a shoehorn and small personal items. Toyota thought of details most companies wouldn't even consider. But the most impressive feature in the rear cabin isn't the seating or the screens, it's the windows. The 2026 Century SUV introduces a new innovation called the digital curtain, a 3-stage dimming window system that allows you to choose between clear glass, a soft tint, or fully opaque privacy. It's like having electronic blinds built directly into the window. And this isn't just for looks. The glass blocks up to 99% of UV rays, helping maintain cabin temperature and protect passengers from harsh sunlight. It's perfect for VIPs, executives, or anyone who values privacy and comfort. And while the panoramic sunroof doesn't have the same dimming feature, it does retain a quiet, smooth shade system that still maintains the cabin's peaceful atmosphere. Everything inside feels intentionally designed for serenity. Now let's talk performance, because while the Century SUV isn't built to be a performance monster, it still brings respectable numbers. Under the hood is a 3.5-liter V6 plug-in hybrid system that produces 406 horsepower. Not crazy, not excessive, just perfectly tuned for smooth, effortless power. The hybrid system allows up to around 69 kilometers of electric-only range, ideal for silent city drives or short luxury commutes. The all-wheel drive system, known as E4, ensures stability, traction, and confidence on all surfaces. But make no mistake, the Century SUV isn't trying to be fast. It's trying to be silent, refined, unbothered. The powertrain is engineered to deliver motion without drama. This is the kind of SUV where you don't hear the engine, you don't feel the shifts, and you certainly don't think about performance. You just sit back, relax, and let the vehicle do the work. Pricing is where things get truly interesting. In Japan, the base price sits around 27 million yen, which is roughly $183,000. But adding the dimming glass system and other options pushes that cost even higher. Toyota isn't shy about this because the Century brand is no longer meant to compete with typical luxury SUVs. It's meant to stand alongside Rolls-Royce, Bentley, and Maybach, and in many ways, the Century does it with more grace and less ego. What makes the 2026 Century SUV so special isn't just the specs, materials, or price. It's the philosophy behind it. While most luxury automakers chase bold designs, big horsepower, and aggressive marketing, Toyota takes an entirely different approach with the Century. They treat luxury not as spectacle but as serenity. Not as a status symbol, but as a quiet expression of craftsmanship. Not as something to flaunt, but as something to experience. And that's why the Century SUV stands out. It's not trying to be the loudest or the fastest. It's trying to be the best in a way that feels deeply human. It brings comfort, privacy, authenticity, and tradition into a modern package. It respects your time, your senses, and your space. It's the kind of vehicle you appreciate more the longer you sit in it. As Toyota continues expanding the Century lineup with rumors of a performance GR model and a stunning coupe concept, the brand is clearly evolving. But its values stay the same: precision, respect, and a quiet kind of prestige. So, if you're looking for a luxury SUV that isn't just another status symbol, but a true statement of refinement, the 2026 Toyota Century SUV might be the most impressive, thoughtful, and uniquely crafted option on the market today. This isn't luxury that shouts. This is luxury that whispers and somehow says even more. Thanks for watching AutoZone. If you enjoyed this deep look into the 2026 Toyota Century SUV, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss future videos. Let us know in the comments, would you choose the Century SUV over a Rolls-Royce Cullinan or a Bentley Bentayga? We'd love to hear your thoughts.